My wife was in tears, watching him get ripped away into the van, knowing exactly what was going to happen to him next. But when he returned home, it was the worst day of my life. I wished he never came back. The day he went missing, we thought it would just be a normal school day. Jess dropped off our son John at school that morning, kissed his soft cheek like he likes, and reminded him to zip his jacket. But something was different. Jess was extremely late for a meeting, so instead of doing the usual drill where she walks him into the school, she dropped him off and waited in the car. She sat in the car with her cold fingers pressed against the vents for warmth, and watched him walk across the empty yard to the school building. His hand reached the door to open it, and she smiled and drove away. I'd heard her tell it a dozen times. I believed her. I told the police my part too, hugging him and calling him buddy, giving him a glass of milk and telling him I'd help him with his homework tonight. Thinking everything was normal, we all went on with our day. John was at school. Jess was on her way to work. I was at home. That was our morning. But the evening is when something started to go wrong. John always rode the school bus home. He'd usually arrive home before we got home from work. Lida, our neighbor, would meet him and let him in the house and watch a show with him until I or Jess got home from work. She was great, but Lida called me at 3:45. John did not get off the bus. The school couldn't locate him. He hadn't made it to class. I called the police at 4:15 just moments after I left work. I was frantic. I met them at the house, somewhere between Jess leaving after seeing his arm touch that door